Takes the shot, doesn't go. Kufos gets the rebound though, put it up. No, it's Paul George the three. All right, Paul George's career, according to 2K14. Obviously, Paul George was just suspended 25 games because of PEDs. I saw a tweet that's like Paul George has had a crazy career in terms of the highs and the lows. So I thought, why not come here to 2K14, going into his 4th year. Hasn't even averaged 20 a game yet. Starting at 87 overall. He will increase though. Let's see how Paul George's career goes from here. This was the year before he broke his leg, I think. So he starts off on the Pacers, but if 2K hasn't moved, then that's how it's gonna go. Let's get it started. Paul George did not make an all defensive team. Or no, he did. He did not make an all NBA team, but he's here on all defense. These were his stats in year 1. Indiana finishes as the 7th seed. I'm not expecting us to beat D-Rose and the Bulls here, so let's see what happens. We get smoked. Okay. Well, I guess 6 games isn't smoked, but I wasn't expecting us to win. Shout out Paul George though for 37 and 8 in the closeout game, but wasn't enough. Simulate the rest of these playoffs. Who will prevail? It is the Heat. No surprise there, sweeping the Rockets. Harden making the finals in his 1st year in Houston, I think. No, 2nd. No, 3rd. No, 2nd. I can read. Steve Nash and Duncan retire. Paul George is up to a 92 now. Roster around us still isn't very good though. I will not hesitate to get us out of there if we don't start winning soon. I will say that. Kobe is on the Sixers. Paul George did not make All NBA again, but is back on all defense. Averaged 20 points a game this year. We're up to the 4th seed now. That's nice. Only 44 wins, but hey, playing the Celtics in the 1st round, they still likely be tough. You know, we'll just sim it. Let's win. Oh my goodness, we came back from either 3-0 or 3-1 down. We just pulled off a 3-0 comeback. That is crazy. Pulled off a full reverse sweep against Jokic and the Celtics. Rookie Jokic blew a 3-0 lead. That's a legacy destroyer in the very 1st year. Now we're playing the 8th seed the Knicks, who beat the Heat in 5. Looks like 2015 is the year of tomfoolery. Let's take them out. No, we get swept by the Knicks. Wow. 8th seed the Knicks have lost a total of 1 playoff game in the first 2 rounds. Stoudemire and Carmelo are going crazy. Tough way to go out. The OKC Thunder are the 2015 NBA champions, taking down the Raptors. Thunder were the 1st seed in the West, so while the East was, you know, doing nonsense, the Thunder were handling business. Props to them. KD Finals MVP, 93 overall, still a trash team. Honestly, he's 25. Depending on where we're at the trade deadline, he might be gone this year. Alright, we're 24 and 28 at the trade deadline. We're on a 9-game win streak right now, which is not ideal because we suck, but that is kind of a good thing in this situation because us being horrible means high draft pick compared to, you know, us winning 40 games means 1st round exit and like 15th overall pick. But if we can get a lottery pick to come and help out Paul George, then we'll do that. So we'll see how the end of this season goes. LeBron just won MVP on the Spurs. How did he get over there? Shout out Booker, Rookie of the Year. Paul George is on All NBA 1st team. Shout out to him, 25 and 9. We made the playoffs though. I did not want that. We had a brilliant end to the season that foiled my plans of getting a high draft pick. We went 41 and 41. Being 500 is not worth it like this. Anyway, these are LeBron's Spurs. He's here with Kawhi. Was he traded? No, he just signed there. Lost as an 8th seed and said, nah, I'm going to San Antonio. Carmelo is here on the Rockets now, years early. If we don't make the conference finals, then this is our last season in Indiana. Let's just get it over with. Against Atlanta, Embiid's on this team, and we get smoked in 5. We lose to Lou Williams, Chandler Parsons. Embiid didn't even ball out, apparently. Not just 8 and 7. He's 91 overall. Will we join the eventual champions? We'll see. The Bulls win it, so we're probably not going there because D-Rose and Jimmy Butler are already there. They beat the Warriors, though, in 7. Shout out Clay. Curry had 10 points on 2 for 15 shooting, but maybe Paul George can come and help them out? We shall see. D-Rose Finals MVP. Pelicans start number 1 in the power rankings. AD and Drew Holiday. This is how the Warriors look overall-wise. The defending champs. Their roster isn't that good either, so it's a shame we can't win. Alright, I just traded Paul George to the Lakers. This was actually like a real-life rumor before he re-signed in OKC, I'm pretty sure. And then, of course, we know in the future he ended up on the Clippers, but now he's going to the winning side of Staples Center. Here with Karl Anthony Towns going into his 2nd year. Jaylen Brown going into his 1st year. Monte Ellis is here too. Hopefully we can get it done with these young guys. KD MVP. Paul George not All NBA this time. He might not be there again, honestly, considering we have good teammates now. He's not all defense either, though. The Lakers didn't even make the playoffs. Come on. Was this really not a good enough roster? I mean, to be honest, I did not look at how many games teams won. I just assumed, you know, they'd get it done. They did not, though. 36 and 46. They were even worse than the Pacers. Okay, no, that was a lie. I was assuming there, but the Pacers went 15 and 67. 36 wins, though, is not ideal for Paul George. Averaged 19 this year. Hopefully next year he'll pick it up. See how these playoffs go. And the Sixers beat LeBron and the Spurs in Game 7. 102 to 96. Nerlens Noel, Isaiah Thomas, and Andrew Wiggins win the the NBA championship. Isaiah Thomas finals MVP, you love to see it. Kobe retires on the Mavericks. Doc Rivers retires on the Rockets. And Popovich retires winning the championship with Philadelphia. Towns up to a 90, Brown up to an 89. This year's Lakers team better get the job done. No more missing the playoffs for Paul George. He's too good for that. If this continues, we might have to jump ship again. Tatum went and got drafted by the Raptors. Pacers, after their horrible season, they drafted Derek White, who's at an 85 already. Don't know why I did that. Probably wasn't on purpose. 17-18 season. Braun MVP again. Tatum Rookie of the Year. Paul George not All-NBA again. I hope that doesn't mean we sucked. He's back on second team for defense though. These were his averages this year. Lakers sucked again. How is that possible? And they were indeed even worse than the Pacers this year. The Pacers will win 40 games regardless, apparently. The Lakers went 34-48. Too good of a roster to be doing that. Paul George might have to make another shameless move because being with the Lakers is not working out. We'll see who wins the championship. The Pelicans win the championship. AD, Andrew Holiday, and Tyreek Evans and Eric Gordon. This is a great team. They beat the Cavs. Rockets 1 seed, Atlanta 1 seed. I'm taking notes. All three of them are above 90 overall. Bobcats top the power rankings. They brought in John Wall. Both Simmons and Fultz were drafted to the same team again. This time though, they're on the Heat. So is Iguodala. We'll send to the trade deadline and reevaluate. Alright, the Lakers look to actually be good this season. So we'll stick around. Hopefully we don't, lose every game in the second half of the season and miss the playoffs again. KD is MVP, only averaging 21.7 points a game. Luka Rookie of the Year on the Nuggets. Paul George not on All-NBA this year. Still clamping it up though. Second team all defense. These are his stats. He's getting like the same type of stats every year. Lakers with a 7 seed. That's ridiculous. 7 seed in the West is 12th in the whole league. 45-37. Simply not good enough. We'll see how far they can go though. Playing the second seed Rockets. They have a great team. Gonna be hard to beat them. We win game 1, but we win game 7. Wow. We beat them in 7. They got Harden. They got Carmelo. Looks like Dwight Howard is gone. They've had a loaded team. I think, yeah, they've won a championship in this sim. No, they haven't. They've lost the finals. Big game 7. Jaylen Brown, Karl Anthony Towns, and playoff Pete. Second round, we're against Luka and Denver. Come on, Lakers own the Nuggets. Actually, no, they don't. Recently, in this era, I think the Lakers did, but recently it's been the Nuggets. But we win. 6 versus 7 matchup. We win it in 6. Shout out Cat again. Paul George, 15-11. Ignore the 4 for 15 shooting there. We balled out. So we're in the Western Conference Final. This is the farthest we've been. We're against Portland. Don't even know who's on there. It's Batum, Thomas Robinson, Lillard is here, Aldridge is here. We should be able to beat them though. They were the 5th seed. Come on, let's go Lakers. Let's tape down these Trailblazers. We do. We were down like 2-0, I think. 1-0, 2-0. Yeah, and then we won 4 straight to win the series in 6, 96-93. And now we are playing the 7th-seeded Indiana Pacers in the finals. My goodness. Paul George's former team. After losing him, they picked up Derek White. Yeah, first overall pick. They also brought in Victor Oladipo. Great job, 2K. And they also got DeMarcus Cousins in here. So they are also in the NBA Finals. That is crazy. The NBA Finals here in LA for y'all. Why not watch a bit of it? Pacers against Lakers. Paul George against his former team. Paul George is number 24 out there, but it is what it is. We'll just say Kobe allowed him to in this universe. It's Oladipo up top in the corner. Don't know who that is, but they will miss the 3. Now it's Towns up to Young. I know that's not Trae Young. Not sure which Young that is. Young up to Towns to 3. Cannot go. Now it's Derek White. We're not going to watch the whole game. I'll tell y'all that right now. But hey, we'll get some game footage here. It's Derek White, number 32. Derek White over to Granger. That's who 33 is. I should have known that. Oladipo up top. Oladipo with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Oladipo puts it up over Paul George and drains it. That's a tough shot. Oladipo averaged 17 points a game in the conference finals, so he's been balling. Kufos in the paint. I'm sure that's a creative player. Number 41 into Young. This might also be a creative player. Don't know who this is. Young wasting time. What are y'all doing? Takes the shot. Doesn't go. Kufos gets the rebound though. Put it up. No. It's Paul George to 3. Does not go. Lakers have not scored yet in the finals. Derek White now to Oladipo in the corner. Oladipo, nice move. Back up top, Oladipo. It's Derek White now to Danny Granger. Granger back to White. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Man, what is these guys doing? Makes it, and Cousins makes that rebound. Of course, Derek White did not make his shot. It's 4-0 Pacers now, and Paul George has not touched the ball on offense, I don't think. Come on, y'all. This young dude's getting double teamed. Now it's Jaylen Brown into Kufos. puts it in. Nice. First bucket of the finals for the Lakers. I still don't like that offense though, because Paul George is not touching the ball at all. It's Oladipo. Oladipo to Danny Granger in the corner. Granger driving on Towns. That was a nice move. He got him jumping. Can't finish though. Kufos the rebound. Bringing it up. It's Jaylen Brown. It's Paul George. Fakes the three. Gets it to Kufos now. Cousins on him. He fades. He's blocked. Wow. Our offense has not looked good so far to start the NBA Finals. Kufos, come on. Paul George, do something. Get it to Paul George. Make him do something. Kufos gets it to Young. That was a semi-open three and he drains it. Okay. Paul George still, he's touched the ball, but honestly, I don't think he moved when he had the ball. He just did a quick pump fake and then got rid of the ball. It's Danny Granger. Cousins that's wide open. Terrible defense, y'all. 6-5. Now Young bringing it up. Young, get it to Paul George. No, yes. Paul George has been completely useless so far. There we go. In the corner. Cannot make it. Come on, Paul. Finally get the ball and you can't make the shot. Danny Granger now with Paul George guarding him. Number 24. Put some respect on that number, playoff P. Get it done. Oladipo now. 4 seconds left. Oladipo puts it up. Does not go. It's Towns now. Towns to Young. I don't know. Can I see who this young guy is? Oh, it is Trae Young. Wow. We drafted Trae Young 5th overall. That's crazy. That is indeed Trae Young here in the, what year is this? In the 2019 NBA Finals. His first season. I'm like, no way it's Trae Young, but it is indeed Trae Young. Trae Young gets it to Paul George. He fakes. Now he'll drive. Paul George. There we go. Put it up. No, we'll give it to Kufos. Okay, at least he makes it. Got the assist. We'll watch up until the end of the first quarter. It's Boyd. Boyd, do they got the bench in now? I can't tell. Paul George still out there? It does not look like it, honestly. Boyd. 4 seconds to go. Boyd gets in the paint. Don't know who's guarding him, but they're not making it very difficult. It doesn't matter because he still missed. Now up to Williams. Okay, yeah, I don't know who's on the court now, but yeah, they lost the ball. We got the bums out there. A minute left. We got the B team. Up to Boyd. Now to Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert, the fade. Drains it. That's nice. I think we got Monte Ellis on the team, I'm pretty sure. Monte Ellis to Jonas Jerebko. He was on the Warriors in real life. That's where I know him from. Williams. Williams, don't even know which Williams this is. That was nice, though. Got it into Kufos. We got the lead right back. That's cool. They don't do that in 2K26. 9-8. Whoever wins this first quarter will win the game, surely. I don't actually know how it works, but I'm going to be simming the rest of the game after the quarter. So it's Boyd at the three-point line. Boyd to S. Hill. Is that Solomon Hill? Same Solomon Hill who missed the free throws. LeBron's 51-point game. What are y'all doing? Playing within the backcourt like that? Okay. It's Collison now to whoever this is. Monte Ellis, I think. Monte Ellis gives it to Jerebko. Jerebko to Monte Ellis. Up top. 4 seconds to shoot. Y'all do something. Ellis puts it up. And what a wonderful finish. It's 11-8. Anthony now. Anthony puts up the three. Oh, thank goodness it didn't go. And so we win the first quarter. Wonderful. Good job, Lakers. Don't think Paul George made a shot, but made some nice passes, I guess. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Pacers won 43-41. That's going to mess up the stats. Kufos had 11. Paul George had 7 on 3 for 8 shooting. Finals MVP is going to have real low numbers because it went to made the game 43-41. Game 2, let's win this one, y'all. There we go. We do. We win it 74-96. Game 3. Big win, 108-93. Game 4, big win. We're up 3-1. Let's close it out. Lakers in 5. Paul George and the Los Angeles Lakers are the 2019 NBA champions. Paul George, Towns, Trae Young, Jaylen Brown. We got a great team. Didn't even realize. I guess Trae Young was a missing piece because these last 2 years he missed the playoffs, but he comes in and now we're the NBA champions. And shout out Costa Kufos. This dude is real. Had no idea. Paul George has a ring though in LA. Wouldn't you know? Trae Young is Finals MVP. Hey, based on, how the team has played, I can't say that's too outrageous. You're defending champions. We picked up Kyrie. Oh, where's Paul George at? Paul George left. Paul George won a ring with the Lakers and then left or was traded because Kyrie is now here. Jaylen Brown, Towns, Kyrie, and Trae Young. Where did Paul George go? Not with Cleveland. Carmelo's with Cleveland. Did not go back to Indiana, thank goodness. He went to the Raptors. That's kind of crazy. Paul George and Jason Tatum is a new duo in Toronto with DeRozan here. J.R. Smith is also here. After winning the championship with Toronto, Toronto, of course, Kawhi left the Raptors to go be with playoff P in LA on the Clippers. But in this universe, Paul George wins the championship in LA with the Lakers and then leaves to go to Toronto. We'll see what happens now. Luka is the MVP. Zion went to Memphis. That's kind of funny. Paul George has not made a return to All-NBA, not on All-Defense either. We made the playoffs with the Raptors. No, we did not. Lakers are back in it. Indiana made it. Toronto Raptors did not. They won 38 games. Hey, Paul George has his ring now, so really if, he did want to just lose for the rest of his career, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, he's only 29, so you still got time to win more, but he hasn't done too much winning in this video other than, just win the championship. So if he likes to lose, I guess it is what it is. We'll see what happens in these playoffs. Watch the Lakers win again, because I mean, they got a great team and they replaced him adequately. Will they win again? Yes, they do. You should have stayed, playoff P. Lakers are back-to-back champions, beating the Nets in 7. That's where Dwight Howard is now, and DeJounte Murray, Darren Williams, and of course non-3-point shooting Brook Lopez. Kyrie has a ring now, but we probably should have stayed with the Lakers. Kyrie's the finals MVP. Suns start number 1 in the power rankings. They got SGA, Siakam, and Cole Wells here. A great big three, all over 90. LeBron and Kawhi are still here with San Antonio. They haven't won yet. Tyrese Maxey is also here. Look at this big four in LA, and we were a part of it. This is how Sacramento is looking. Fultz and Simmons, they've made the playoffs. They haven't won much though. 2020-21 season, we'll see how this season goes. Luka back-to-back MVP. Paul George still not on All-NBA. His All-NBA days might be over, honestly. On All-Defensive though, again, these were his stats for this year. This was his most efficient year, at least from the field. The Raptors with a 2 seed this year. Would you look at that? 46 and 36. Every team ahead of us was either the 76ers or a Western Conference team. 46 wins as the 2nd seed, but hey, it's the Eastern Conference. You take it when you can. Can we win this year? First round against the Bucks. Don't know who's on here, but we better win. Let's do it quickly now. And we lose in the first round. So did the Pacers. Lakers didn't. They were also the 2nd seed, but the 2nd seeded Raptors lose to the 7th seeded Bucks. What a shame. Ayton is there on the Bucks. So is Giannis. Brandon Knight packed us up. Tatum and Paul George could not get the job done. I also saw Gasol there. Good job, 2K. We'll see in the rest of the playoffs. Watch the Lakers three-peat. No, they won't. The Sixers win as they beat the Jazz in 4. Shout out IT again and Wiggins. This is how the Jazz are looking like, but they could not win a finals game. Sixers 2021 NBA champions, and they were the 1st seed in real life. Before, they choked against Atlanta. In this universe, they get the job done. The defending champions. Knicks are number 1 in the power rankings. Scotty went there too. Shout out 2K for having Brunson on there. John Morant and De'Aaron in the same backcourt. That could get crazy there in Sacramento. Embiid's just been stuck on the Hawks with terrible teams this whole time, putting up solid numbers, but has not been winning. Jokic is a better team, but he hasn't been winning either. LeBron is back on the Cavs. It's kind of funny. KD is on the Wizards. Both those guys go back home. Harden and Halliburton here on the Rockets and your Toronto Raptors. We'll see how this season goes. Luka's MVP again. Shout out Embiid DPOY. I wonder if the Hawks are good. Paul George once again not there. He's on 2nd team though. These were his numbers. Raptors are 4th seed this time. So are the Lakers, coincidentally. 50 games this time. This might be the most wins we've had all since. We haven't won that many games, but we went 50 and 32 this season. First round against Orlando. Let's get it done. We do not. We lose in 5. Paul George's playoff career outside of 1 year has not been good, but hey, at least we do have that 1 year. We'll see in the rest of the playoffs who gets it done this time. The Lakers win again. That's ring number 3. Ring number 2 without Paul George. They beat LeBron and the Cavs. I'm pretty sure they beat LeBron before at one point, maybe. LeBron, Dion Waiters, Tristan Thompson, Anthony Bennett could not get by. Kyrie, Bynum, Jaylen Brown. Is Cat still here? Yes, he is. He just had 7 points. Trae Young as well. Ridiculous team in LA. We got ring number 3. Kyrie's finals MVP again. Bosh retires in the Clippers. Rondo's retired. Gasol retires. Horford. Spurs are number 1 in the power rankings. I wonder who they got. They got Tyrese Maxey, Kawhi, Nerlens Noel, and Oladipo, and Dwight Howard is here too. Might be the deepest roster they've had. Jalen Johnson's here with Russ on OKC. This Washington team I feel like should be way better than they are. Has not worked out though. Paul George and Tatum, they really haven't had any help, like in the grand scheme of things. Maybe that's why we suck. A 22-23 season. Derrick Rose is the 2023 MVP on the Utah Jazz. What a timeline this is. His first year in Utah after being with Chicago this whole time. He is a champion. This is what he's doing at age 34. Quite something. Toronto Raptors will be 5th seed this year. Lakers back at 1 because of course they are. Paul George's stats for this year: 43 3 games this year, and we'll see how far we go. Come on, let's at least win this first round. No, we get smoked in 5. The Pacers are the 1 seed in the East. That's cool. But another first round playoff loss for Paul George and the Toronto Raptors. Anthony Edwards is in Detroit with Damian Lillard and Brandon Jennings and Austin Rivers, Sengun as well. Interesting team they got there. We'll see how far they go as the 4th seed playing Indiana, who will win the chip. It is the Indiana Pacers who win the championship. Shout out to them. They beat Zion and the Grizzlies. Derek White, Cousins, CJ, Paolo. This is a good team, and they get the job done. And so Pacers got a ring, and so does Paul George. Lakers have 2 without him. CJ McCollum is the finals MVP, 84 overall. Paul George re-signed in Toronto. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't, but he did, so he may totally end his career here. We'll see. Knicks are top of the power rankings again. These are the defending champions. Luka and Embiid are on the same team in Denver. They better win the championship. Come on now. Wemby is in Brooklyn with DeJounte Murray. These are the OP Lakers, 23-24. Joel Embiid is MVP on the Nuggets. De'Aaron Fox is on the Kings. That's great job, 2K. Embiid was also DPOY. Nuggets went 54-28 this season. Jason Tatum's on 3rd team. Paul George is not, though. We finished 4th again. Shout out KD and the Wizards for being 1st. Let's just get this first round over with against the Heat. I'm pretty sure still Simmons and Fultz are there, so we better not lose to them. There we go. We win in 7. 16-7 for Paul George. 88-69. We destroyed them. They did not come out to play. 9 points in the first quarter. Simmons is gone, by the way. It's just Fultz here and Dwight Howard, 38 years old, and Rod James. I was about to say Reese James, but this is Miami, not Chelsea. Playing the Sixers, who of course they beat Kevin Durant and the Wizards, because that's how things go. John Wall, Wiggins, they've won multiple championships this sim, I'm pretty sure, so let's hope they don't beat us. Will they beat us? Yes, they will. That's tough. We lose in 7. I'm pretty sure we were up 3-2. Yeah, we were. Then we lose game 6 and then game 7, 103-95. Paul George at 24-5-6 on 9 of 18 shooting. John Wall balled out though, 25-5 on 10 of 15. Second round loss for your Raptors. I want to see the Nuggets win this. They better win it. Pistons versus Nuggets. They better clean house. There we go. Denver Nuggets win the championship as it should be. Luka and Joel Embiid together. If they don't win, somebody needs a spanking, honestly. They beat the Pistons. It's Embiid who's finals MVP. A shout out to Embiid. He was losing with Atlanta the whole time, and he finally wins with Luka and the Nuggets. LeBron retires back on the Cavs. Last 3 years with the Cavs. 3-time NBA champion in this, all in a row. Then could not win it again. Went to San Antonio. They made the finals in San Antonio, I'm pretty sure, but couldn't do it. He also made the finals again with Cleveland, but couldn't do it. Carmelo Anthony retires on the Clippers. He is also a champion, I believe. No, he's not. Must have lost the finals then. I feel like I noticed him. He was on Cleveland, on Houston. I think he lost with Houston, maybe. Chris Paul on the Clippers. He was with the Clippers this whole time. Did not do anything. Dwight Howard, is he a champ? I don't recall. No, he must have lost with LeBron. I'm pretty sure LeBron, Kawhi, and Dwight Howard lost with San Antonio, maybe, or maybe not. Do not remember. Kings start the season number 1. Could be their year, even though I picked the Nuggets to defend their title before them winning. This is how they look though. Ja, De'Aaron Fox, Cade, Triple J, and Amen Thompson, and Stephon Castle. The Kings are real good. Tatum and Paul George has just been mediocrity, really. Kind of how it was with the Pacers, except I don't think, pretty sure with the Raptors we've made the playoffs more than we missed, where with the Pacers I'm pretty sure we missed the playoffs maybe like 2 out of the 3 years or however long it was. And then I know with the Lakers we also missed the playoffs twice before we won the whole championship. So Paul George has had a very interesting career, just like in real life. Jokic is now here in Houston with Harden, but Jokic is here too. He was, on the Celtics losing. Both Embiid and Jokic were losing a lot, but Embiid finally got his ring. We'll see if Jokic can now. 24-25 season. Embiid is back-to-back MVP, I think, maybe even more. AD DPOY. This late in the sim normally does not happen. 2025, he is the defensive player of the year. And the Cavs without LeBron just went and won 61 games. That's crazy. We're 2nd seed again. My goodness. This year, the Toronto Raptors won 53 games, which is the 3rd best in the league. Nuggets and Cavs are 2 ahead of us. So I'm pretty sure this is our best league season. 53 wins. Can we use the momentum of the regular season to get us a ring here in Toronto? First round. Can we do it? We get past the first round. That's always nice. The Nuggets win a loss to the 8th seed. Unbelievable. We're playing KD and the Wizards in the 2nd round now. Let's win it. Come on. We lose. Damn. 97-81. KD, Lonzo, and Beal, Porzingis. Yeah, they've had a good team. They just haven't done much winning. They won there. Paul George, these were his regular season stats. Averaged 16 this year. Clearly, getting older. Cavs versus Washington. Memphis versus Portland. Real good playoffs we have here. Sacramento did not make the playoffs, which is a shame. Let's see who wins it. It will be the Washington Wizards who get it done. Shout out KD. Heat bringing it home. Bradley Beal. Oh, this is LaMelo, not Lonzo. Shout out to the Washington Wizards, their first championship in however long, a really, really long time. Memphis, their first finals appearance ever, I'm pretty sure, but ends in a loss. Shout out KD and the Wizards though. LaMelo is finals MVP. IT retires, he's a champion. The GOAT Ty Lawson, I don't know, he is a champion because yeah, he's with Denver. So as usual, he is a champion in this sim. Kings are #1 again, but it's time to make the playoffs, y'all. This roster is way too stacked to be missing the playoffs, even though all these guys are guards, and so maybe like Castle would be coming off the bench, but no, you can put Thompson at small forward. Backcourt, John Fox, Triple J power forward, Thompson small forward, and I guess Cade off the bench, and then Castle also off the bench. I mean, that's doable. Or make a trade for a center, because I do not have a center on this team. This dude is center. Clarence Justice. If the GM had a brain, he'd make a trade for a good center. His Magic team is 3-9. I thought 4 for a second, but this dude is 80. Ricochet joins Wemby on the Nets with Devin Booker. He was on Dallas before, but now he's in Brooklyn. Luka and Embiid won the chip and then lost to the 8 seed last year. We'll see what they do this time around. It's just them though, but I'd say both of them are good enough. Pistons looking nice. They lost the finals. The Raptors here, they got a bit better. JV and Alexei Oliver here. Paul George down to an 85 though, 35 years old. I'm thinking of re-signing. We'll see if that changes or if he will sign one last contract. 25-26 season. Jokic is MVP. Has he been MVP in this sim before? No, he has not. First time with the Rockets. AD back-to-back DPOY. First team, second team, just cause why not? Third team, of course, Paul George won't be there at this point. The Raptors are 3rd seed. So in terms of making the playoffs, we are, doing that with Toronto, which is good. Kings still not there. Shane, Nuggets are at 4. Houston at 1. Lakers 3. The defending champion Wizards are there. The Pistons are 4. Cavs are 2. The Cavs honestly got better once LeBron left, which is crazy. 14.7 a game for Paul George. Can we get one more ring for playoff P? This first round against Philadelphia, we win it. Nice. We're playing the Cavs this time. Of course, the defending champions loses the 1 seed again. It always seems to happen. Round 2 against Cleveland, 2-3 matchup. We get smoked. Come on. We're a 2nd round peak, which is a shame. Who will win it this year? It's the Rockets. Shout out Jokic. He got his ring. And so did Harden, because they lost the finals years and years ago. Halliburton as well. Shout out everybody here on the Houston Rockets for getting the 2026 NBA championship. Jokic is finals MVP. Did playoff P retire? Vucevic did. Cousins did. DeRozan did. Westbrook and Curry did. KD did. Just remembering, I didn't check LeBron's point totals when he retired, but we'll check out KD's 36,932. I assume LeBron got more than that, but it's cool to see. 2-time NBA champion for KD, also a 2-time MVP. Won his 2 rings 10 years apart. That's quite something. 17-time All-Star, 14-time first team, all of that. 3-time lead leaguer in points. I said lead leaguer again. League leader. Kings are still #1, but they haven't even been making the playoffs. Luka leaves the Nuggets to go to Portland. Hey, he did win a ring with Embiid and won some MVPs, 3 of them, so it is what it is. He's with J-Dub and Sar. Cooper Flagg's in Chicago. Derek White joins the Celtics. Great job, 2K. Big 3 in Memphis. Can they get it done? Fox leaves Sacramento, so unfortunate end to, that team that they had there. Adebayo and Ben Simmons and Derrick Rose, who went and won MVP at like 34. Donovan Mitchell's now with Embiid in Denver. These are your Toronto Raptors. Paul George down to an 82. I'm not expecting much from this team anymore. Wouldn't even be surprised if we didn't make the playoffs for the rest of this video. But of course, we shall find out going into the 26-27 season. Şengün is the MVP on Detroit. Drummond is DPOY on the Cavs. Great job, 2K. Jason Tatum made first team. That's nice to see. Raptors did not make the playoffs this year, though. Can't say I'm surprised. Kings finally did, and it was after somebody left. I forget who, but hey, maybe that's what they needed. Who will win the 2027 championship? It is the Detroit Pistons. So this is their first ring, I believe. Shout out Ant as they take down the Rockets. Jeremy Lamb, Şengün, who just won MVP. Lillard is here too. Lillard was finals MVP. D Rose retires. Blake Griffin does. Tyreek Evans. I don't see Paul George though. I see James Harden. Paul George is still sticking around. Down to a 78 overall at 37 years old. 1 year left on the contract. This better be his last year. Was barely over 40% last year, so it might be time to call it, Paul. These were the defending champions. 27-28. Let's go. Wembanyama is the 2028 MVP. He's also DPOY. First team, second team, third team. Shout out Ben Simmons. He's had a very different, later career than in real life, of course. The Toronto Raptors were 3rd seed again. Somehow we pull it off. I think actually it might be because of the divisions. I'm pretty sure that division stuff still existed at this point, and so we're probably getting lucky on that regard. No, we won 50 games this year again. Jason Tatum. Oh, I didn't even realize Trae Young came here. Our former teammate in LA came to the Raptors. He's actually been here for 2 seasons now. Didn't even realize. So it's Tatum, Trae Young, Alexei Oliver, and Paul George here. 78 overall. He averaged 11 points a game this season. Can we get a ring though, or are we gonna max out in the second round again? We're playing the Bobcats. They have not done a thing this whole sim. Beat them good. We sweep them. That honestly, I don't recall sweeping many teams at simulation. This might be the first. Shout out Paul George with 12 points on 5 shots. Who's even on here? AD is on the Bobcats. That's kind of hilarious. AD and nobody else by the looks of it. Bismack Biyombo is the only other name I recognize. Playing the Cavs now. They're 7th this time. We better not lose. They beat Wemby though. Okay, no, we win. We're in the conference finals against Detroit. They have won a ring recently. Edwards, Lillard, Şengün. They are a good team. Can Trae Young, Tatum, and the corpse of Paul George pull it off? I've noticed the Rockets lost in the first round. That's tough for them. Over in the West, it's Spurs, Kings. Honestly, I don't remember who's on the Kings at this point. Or no, on the Spurs at this point, because Kawhi's probably old. But I know for years they've had a very deep roster. It won't matter though, because we're not playing them. We lost 102 to 104 in game 6. Paul George was our leading scorer. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Who's on the Spurs? Yes, it's Maxey. Kawhi is still here, 85 overall. And they also used to have LeBron at one point. And I don't think they've ever won a ring. Did they ever win? No, they did not. The Spurs are probably disappointment of the sim, considering the teams they've had. Them and the Kings. It's Spurs, Pistons like 2005. Who will win it? It is the Detroit Pistons who get their second championship of the sim. Shout out to them. 119-109 in game 7. Is that how Paul George's career will end? Damian Lillard is finals MVP. Is he done? Please be done, Paul. I see Kemba. I see Lillard. Paul George is not done. What is this? Why are you still playing? You average like 11 a game. Hey, Paul George really likes Toronto. Just re-signed another 1-year deal. This better be it. Honestly, we're just gonna sim because it's time to wrap it up. Zion is MVP on the Spurs. Wemby's DPOY. First team, second team, third team. Defense, more defense. Raptors are the 2 seed again. Why do we always do this? We're a high seed, but we peak in the second round. Or no, we did make the conference finals last year, but we haven't been a serious contender though, if we're being honest with ourselves. Not a single year with this team have I actually thought we're going to win the championship. We won 52 games again, but it's not like with the Lakers where honestly I expected us to win every single year. We only actually made the playoffs once. But this team, I have zero expectations to go too far. Paul George had 4.4 points a game this year. Come on now. Oh, thank goodness he's come to his senses. I've accomplished all I can in this league. It's time to move on. That's right. Now, can we get one last ring? That would be nice. First round, they'll at least be the 7th seed now, even though they are the defending champions, but we do it. Go play Charlotte now. It's Risa Shea. No, it's not. It's AD and nobody else. Yeah, so honestly, we should win this series too. Conference finals incoming. Yes, it is. Okay, we're playing the Bulls. We are playing the Chicago Bulls. I know D Rose isn't here. Cooper Flag is though. Anthony Bennett. Anybody else? No, it looks like it. We could totally make the finals right here. We could totally do it. Will we? Oh my gosh, we did. All this time saying I don't actually think we're gonna go too far, and here we are in the NBA finals. Can Paul George cap off his career with a ring here? We play OKC. Who's on this edition of OKC? 80 overall, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Who else? I see Nerlens Noel, 86 overall, 35 years old. This is the team. Julius Randle. No, this is Jeffrey Randle, who's a 58 overall. Even worse. There is no way we lose this series. They are the 6th seed. There is no way we lose this series. Come on. There we go. The Toronto Raptors are the 2029 NBA champions, and Paul George ends his career with ring number 2. That is magnificent. 2 points in the closeout game 6, and we actually get it done. All these years, we were always an unserious contender, but this year, we got it done. Year 10 with the Raptors. That's kind of crazy. 10 with the Raptors, 3 with LA, and then 3 in the sim with Indiana. Shout out to Paul George for liking Toronto a whole lot, but hey, we get ring number 2. Trae Young is finals MVP, our former teammate from LA, and that is it, right? Or did you pump fake us? That's it. That's it. Paul George retires. Calls it a career. These are his stats throughout it. Career averages 17, 6, and 3.5 assists, 45, 38, 80 shooting, 25,723 points. Shout out Paul George. 2-time champion, 6-time All-Star, 1-time first team, 1-time third team. No, that was before the sim. So yeah, 1-time first team, 8-time All-Defense, which is nice. And just like KD, we won our championship 10 years apart. George and John Wall, the Hall Hall of Famers. And look at that, Karl-Anthony Towns, our former teammate in LA, is now in Indiana. That's kind of funny. But now for a quick sim recap. You know what, we'll look at the records first, because I always seem to forget them. NBA records, any new set, not in single game. Playoffs, 2023, Derek White had the most threes. Single season, Devin Booker had 405 threes in 2021. That's crazy. You like never see the record broken, but it's actually broken, even more than Curry's 402. Trae Young did not miss a free throw in 2026. LeBron had the most points all time, 42,412. Devin Booker most threes all time. LeBron most minutes and turnovers as well. Also most games played. Damian Lillard has the most fouls of all time. League history, we'll look at the lead leaguers throughout the years. I said it again, whatever. Here they all are though. I see Tatum multiple times, so shout out Tatum. I see Booker, LeBron, D Rose, and LeBron again. Shout out our great teammate Tatum though. Rebounds look like this, Sengun, Sabonis there, Embiid. Assists, it's also Sengun, Markelle Fultz there, SGA, the GOAT Ty Lawson, Damian Lillard was there too, and of course Ricky Rubio. Steals, SGA, Lonzo, SGA, and Ricky Rubio. Paul George led the league in steals in 2016. Shout out to him. Blocks, it's been Wemby for the last while, then Chet, AD. Anybody else? Yes, Nerlens Noel got it multiple times. And minutes, Sengun, playing the big minutes. Jason Tatum, I think that's just one, but shout out Tatum. Been a great second option. Well, now he's a first option because Paul George is ancient. Now for these season awards, we saw the MVPs. Rookie of the years, did we see them? I don't think so, not all of them. So here they are. Sixth man of the year, we didn't see them, so here they are. DPOY, I don't think we saw all of them, so there they are. Maybe we saw the last few, I know, but when Nerlens Noel was winning it, I don't think so. Most improved looks like this. And now for the past champions, going back to 2014, we'll go from the start. Heat swept the Rockets. LeBron, you know, the three-peat. Heat, the three-peat always happens. Then OKC beat the Raptors in 7. We were obviously not on the team at that point, but KD getting his ring. Then Derrick Rose and the Bulls beating the Warriors in 7. After that, Isaiah Thomas, who else was there? It was IT. Wiggins was there too. The 76ers beat the Spurs in 7. Then AD, Drew Holiday, and the Pelicans beat the Cavs in 5. These 2 years, I'm pretty sure we were also on the Lakers, but then this year, our last year with the Lakers, we beat our former team, the Pacers, in 5. Trae Young got the Finals MVP, but then we left. The Lakers repeated anyway, beating the Nets. Then the Sixers won again, sweeping the Jazz. Then the Lakers won again, beating the Cavs this time in 5. Then the Pacers beat the Grizzlies in 5. Nuggets beat the Pistons in 6. Embiid and Luka getting it done. Then the Wizards beat the Grizzlies. Rockets beat the Cavs. I'm pretty sure LeBron was on that Cavs team, or he had just retired, one of those two. Or no, he was on this Cavs team that lost the Finals, I'm pretty sure. By this point, 2026, I'm pretty sure he was gone. Then Detroit beat the Rockets in 6, and then beat the Spurs in 7, going back to back. And then Paul George, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, and the Toronto Raptors beat the OKC Thunder in 6 to win the final championship of the Sim. And so teams of the Sim, the Lakers, they got 3 rings, Sixers got 2, and the Pistons got 2 back to back. But yeah, y'all, that was Paul George's career according to NBA2K14. He is a Raptors legend in this universe. Is he a Lakers legend after 3 years where he got a ring, but also only one time even made the playoffs? I don't know. If he stayed around, then surely he'd be a Lakers legend, but is he a Lakers legend after 1 ring? Y'all can let me know. He's for sure a Raptors legend though, and he got a ring in his final year. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe for more cool videos like this, because there will be more cool videos like this. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.